Jonah work, we're going to need your help. Okay, so if you've got your video off and you feel comfortable putting it on, we would love to see you because we're really going to need you today. We are going to need you to make noises. We are going to need you to be having props with you. We are going to need you to be singing along and making all the sounds that are happening in our story. Now, everything you're going to do today can be done with things you can find around your house. Okay, so we're going to have a really exciting, immersive experience using the things that you can find around your house. And we are going to be telling you the story, singing some songs. And we hope you've all managed to download the booklet from online, but if not, don't worry because we have got you covered. So I am going to hand over to Sophie and we are going to start the story of Jonah.
Once upon a time, many, many years ago, God came to Jonah, son of Amittai, saying, "Go to Nineveh and tell the people there to stop being bad. The people of Nineveh have been misbehaving. They're not doing any mitzvot, and they've not been carrying out any good deeds."
Mitzvah, gerera, mitzvah. Avara, avara, gerera, tavara.
Whoa, mitzvah, gerera, mitzvah. Gerera, mitzvah. Ya la 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 la. Mitzvah, gerera, mitzvah. Avara, gerera, tavara. Whoa, mitzvah, gerera, mitzvah. Gerera, mitzvah. Ya la 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 la. Lihiyot tzadik. Zetov, zetov.
Zetov.
Zetov. Lihiyot tzadik. Zeh ma zeh. Tov me'od. Mitzvah, gerera, mitzvah. Avara, gerera, tavara. Whoa, mitzvah, gerera, mitzvah. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la.
Jonah did not do as God had asked, and instead ran away to Tarshish. He traveled far and eventually reached a bridge leading him to Jaffa, where he could board a ship to take him far away.
Kol ha'olam kulo geshet sar me'od. Geshet sar me'od.
Geshet sar me'od. Kol ha'olam kulo. Geshet sar me'od. Geshet sar me'od. V'ha'ika, v'ha'ika, lo לפחד, לא לפחד, v'ha'ika,
Jonah paid for his ticket and boarded the ship, sailing away from the task God had given him. Then God cast a great wind upon the sea, and there was a great storm which caused the ship to break apart.
Now we need everybody to go and get a tin can and a pencil. Okay, can everyone go and get a tin can and a pencil? Come on, we want to see you moving. Go on, ready, steady, go, go, go.
You get bonus Jonah points.
Yeah, and Jonah points make prizes, actually. Yeah, Jonah prizes.
Jonah prizes, like
Do I
extra
win
ceilings in the Book of Life.
You win this lovely Jonah puppet.
Yay.
Here's one she made earlier. All right, are we ready? Are you ready to make the sound of the storm? Sophie, can you show us how to make the sound of the storm?
To start off really quiet, the storm is building, and it's getting louder, and it's getting so very loud.
So loud you dropped the tin can! Woo!
And it's getting quieter again. The storm is easing. Maybe it's past. I think we're just in the eye of the storm. It's coming back. We do it really loud again. Fantastic. The sailors were afraid, and they called out, each one to their own god. They threw all their belongings from the ship into the sea to try and make it lighter. Meanwhile, Jonah was down on the lower deck of the ship, where he'd lain down and had fallen into a deep sleep. The captain soon went to find Jonah, who was still sound asleep in the boat. He said to Jonah, "How can you sleep? Get up and pray to your God. Maybe he can help us." Meanwhile, the other sailors decided that the storm was Jonah's fault. He must have done something wrong to make his God so angry. So they asked Jonah, "What have you done? What God do you believe in? What can we do to make this storm stop?"
Okay, so you've now got your next task. I need everybody to go and find a water bottle. Can be any type of water bottle, something you drink out of. And I want you to fill it up halfway with water so that it's got some water missing.
With
Ready,
the lid
steady, go.
Lid on.
Lid on, put the lid on. Is everybody ready? Has everybody got a water bottle? I can see lots. All right, it's quite a mean thing to do on Yom Kippur, maybe for the parents. Never mind. Have we got our water bottles? All right, so what are we doing now?
So we are going to need to make the sound of the sea. So the boat is on the sea and the water is splashing. Can you hear it splash against the sides of the boat? Lots and lots of splashing. You might have to shake it really hard to get those big waves. Lots of shaking. Shake it really hard. There we go. For the sound of the waves. Fantastic. I can almost hear those waves coming. Wonderful. Okay, shall we continue with our story? Jonah told them, "I believe in the Eternal, the God of heaven, who made the sea and the land, and I am running away from something God asked me to do. It is my fault this is happening. If you throw me into the sea, the storm will stop." The sailors didn't want to hurt Jonah by throwing him off the boat, so they tried to row the best they could, but the storm just got worse. Should we do our waves again? Hear those waves? The storm is getting much worse again.
What about your tin cans, the storm?
Anyone got their tin cans to make the sound of the storm as well? Get those out. Okay, let's see what happens next. So the sailors picked up Jonah and threw him into the sea. The storm immediately calmed, and the sea became still. The captain and the crew looked out to sea as a huge whale came and swallowed up Jonah. This huge whale swallowed Jonah right up. God had sent the whale to swallow Jonah and keep him from drowning.
Okay, so I want everybody to go and get a glass of water and a straw. Everybody go and get a glass of water and a straw. Or some of your bottles might have straws sticking out of them. Preferably a reusable straw, not like the one Sophie has.
Sorry. It's the only one I could find.
If you reuse it.
Then it's reusable. That is true.
That's very true.
All right, Sophie, what sound are we making now?
So we want to make the sounds of the belly of the whale. Now, inside the belly of the whale, I don't know if any of you have been. It's not a very nice place. But there's lots and lots of sounds. But the main one, and especially on a day like today, when the whale probably hasn't eaten much because Yom Kippur, there's going to be lots and lots of tummy rumbles and gurgling. So you need to, with your water and your straw, blow some bubbles to make the sound of a gurgling tummy. Can you try it with me?
That
Lots
sounds a
and
bit
lots
like
of
my
gurgling
tummy.
noises.
Wow, that whale sounds mighty hungry.
Yeah, it's a very hungry whale. And Sophie, is it light inside the belly of the whale?
Not at all.
Should we all close our eyes and then make the gurgling noises so we really know what it feels like to be in the whale's tummy?
Okay, so everyone close your eyes and let's make the sounds of the whale.
Wow,
There we go.
that is a hungry whale.
Just think for a second what it would be like to be inside a fish. There are no windows and lots of strange things floating around that you can't see because it's so dark. While Jonah was trapped inside the whale, he did a lot of praying to God. He asked God to forgive him for running away. He also thanked God for not allowing him to drown. Jonah was in the belly of the whale for 3 days and 3 nights. After the 3rd day, God told the whale to spit Jonah out onto dry land, and the whale did just that. Jonah was happy to be out of the dark belly of the fish, but did he need a shower. He was slimy and smelly. The word of God came to Jonah a 2nd time, saying, "Go to Nineveh and give the people there this message." This time, Jonah obeyed God and left for Nineveh right away.
Okay, so what noise do we think Jonah would have made going to Nineveh? Now, I don't know about you, but I think it's quite a long journey. So I think everybody needs to go and get a pair of comfortable shoes, just like these. Very comfortable. And we are going to make the sound of what it sounds like for Jonah to walk to Nineveh. It was a very steep climb to Nineveh. Are you all marching? Can I hear you banging your shoes to Nineveh? Are we there yet, Sophie?
Few more steps, I
A
think.
few more
I
steps.
can see it. I can see it in the distance.
I don't know why I didn't just leave my shoes on.
There we go. And I think we are there. Now, when Jonah got to Nineveh, he was greeted with a very special treat from our very own Cantor Tamara. And we are going to listen to a song called We Return that she is going to sing for us. And we will be able to see her on our screens in just a moment as she sings to us, We Return. Sing with me from wherever you are. We return. We return. We return. We return. We When Jonah got there, he told the people what had happened to him. He warned them that God said that they should stop doing bad things, or in 40 days the city and everything in it would be destroyed. To Jonah's surprise, the people listened to him, and they prayed to God, and they said sorry for all the bad things they had done.
Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Choneinu va'anenu, ki ein banu masi. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, v'hoshienu. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, v'hoshienu. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Choneinu va'anenu, ki ein banu masi. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, v'hoshienu. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, v'hoshienu. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu.
The people of Nineveh decided to fast and dress themselves in plain clothes and sheets. Even the king of Nineveh rose from his throne, removed his robe, and wore a sheet. The king declared throughout Nineveh, "By order of the king and his nobles, let neither person nor beast, herd nor flock taste anything. Let them not feed nor drink water, and let them cover themselves in sheets, person and beast alike, and cry out to the Eternal. May every person change their bad ways."
So, we need everybody to go on your next mission. We want you to find a sheet or a scarf or something very plain to dress yourselves in, and we are going to dress up like the people of Nineveh. Go on, go, run, run, run. We're seeing some blankets come out. I've got a nice scarf there. All right, and Soph's going to show us how to wrap ourselves in it.
All the way around yourself, like you're giving yourself a big hug underneath, all the way around.
That shawl looks warm and cozy.
And also sad.
Not as nice as my other clothes.
No. All right, we're looking at some people dressed in some brilliant sackcloth. Fantastic sackcloth coming out. Brilliant.
And God saw their actions, how they had stopped being bad, and God did not destroy the city. Finally, the city were united, brothers and sisters together, ready to be good people.
Hinei
Matov
matov
u'manayim sheberachim gam yahad. Hinei matov u'manayim sheberachim gam yahad. Aleikum, Shalom Alechem, Salam Aleikum, Shalom Alechem, Salam Aleikum, Shalom Alechem, Salam Aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day.
How good it is.
How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei matov u'manayim she'lerachim gam yachad. Hinei matov u'manayim she'lerachim gam yachad.
That could be the end of the story, except Jonah left the city very angry. He was mad that God didn't punish the people. He knew that God was a loving God and didn't want to destroy anything. That is why he'd run away to Tarshish and not bothered to pass on the message of God in the first place. Jonah left Nineveh and sat to the east of the city to watch what would happen. God produced a plant that grew and grew and provided Jonah with shade. Jonah was so pleased that he was shaded by this plant.
So we need everybody to go and find a plant or a piece of fruit or a vegetable or anything from nature that could give us a little bit of shade if we held it over our heads. So everybody go and find a plant or something from nature, anything from nature. Oh, very good. I can see some oranges on the screen providing very good shade. Brilliant. We've got some plants. Eitan is sat underneath the plant. Very good. Jonah's shading himself. Noah's shading himself in front under an orange. Very good. Do we feel I've got this lovely drawn plant. It's been a long day. And I'm shading myself under that. It's all very good. I'm loving watching you with your fruit. Should we sing about all those fruits of the forest?
Ya'alos Sedai, V'chol asher bo Ya'alos Sedai. Ay, 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 Ya'alos Sedai, V'chol asher bo Ya'alos Sedai. Ay, 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 Az yiranenu kol atzei ya'ar, Az yiranenu kol atzei.
The following day, God produced a worm that nibbled at the plant and caused it to wither and die. When the sun came up, God made sure that it shone brightly and made it an especially hot day. Then God said to Jonah, "Are you right to be angry about the plant withering?" And Jonah answered, "Of course I'm right to be angry." God said, "You feel pity for the plant, though you didn't do any work to make it grow. It was here only for a day. Should I not feel pity for Nineveh, that great city in which there are more than 120,000 people?" God taught Jonah a lesson. We have to forgive people who we care about and give them the opportunity to be better. If we look after each other and treat everybody with love, then we can make the world a much better place.
And that is the story of Jonah. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking part. It has made it so joyful for us to see you grab your props, make your sound effects, and bring the story of Jonah to life in your houses. Yom Kippur still has many hours to go. And we know that some of you are in it for the long run, ready to see out the rest of the day. If you have not done so already, on the Alyth Reformed Synagogue YouTube channel, there are 3 videos to help you get through the afternoon. So you can join Rabbi Elliot to hear a story. You can join Cantor Tamara to learn the song that we sang together in our service. Or you can join Sophie. If you noticed, I was doing a little puppet show with you with these really super cool puppets. Especially, I'm a big fan of this little guy here, this little whale. And so, if you want to make some puppets so you can tell your family the Jonah story like we told them today, then please do go onto our YouTube channel to make your own puppets as well. Our Jonah book also had some colouring in it, so feel free to print one off and colour it in. I saw some of you already doing that, and I've seen some beautiful pictures being held up to the screen. And the other thing that we want to remind you is that each of you should have received your Alyth High Holy Days book in the post from us. And that book has activities in it for you to do today, especially when your parents want to be part of Yizkor this afternoon. There is an activity in the book for your children to do Yizkor alongside you. so that they can be part of your experience of Years Core, but also allow you to pray and be part of our community. We hope you have had a lovely day so far, filled with reflection and learning and song and joy as well. And so it is from us that we say, Gama Chatima Tova. We hope you have a lovely rest of your Yom Kippur, that you find meaning in it even in these strange times, and that we can emerge the other side of Yom Kippur feeling stronger and more complete as people. Gama Chatima Tova. We're going to unmute everyone so that you can all say goodbye to one another. Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
We're not going to unmute everyone, but we can see that you're waving to one another, and we are thrilled to say goodbye to you all. Shalom. Shalom.
Goodbye, Margaret.
Goodbye. Alex.
Have a lovely afternoon.
Chatima Tova. Just end it.
And scissors, please.
No, you're not using scissors. Because you're not using it.